What's the deal, y'all? Y'all know it's Dean. I'm back by any means. I told y'all I'm gonna keep my foot on y'all neck. And like I was just having a conversation with my mans about he's like, Dean, you might want to just, stay on one topic, like one section of YouTube. And I just don't want I understand it'll be much harder me talking about a bunch of different stuff to build my fan base than if I just stuck to talking about basketball or boxing or social injustice videos. But I'm knowledgeable about a lot. I'm knowledgeable about a lot, and I'm not going to give you, the people who listen to me, just one dynamic of Dean. That's unfair to y'all. That's unfair to myself because if I don't make a video about it, it'd just be in my head and these my thoughts anyway. So let me get into it. We're going to talk about Kevin Durant today and how the hate for him is such hypocrisy and such lies and such, it's just dead wrong. Kevin Durant gets hated on because he went to Golden State, but nobody else receives this hate. When Russell Westbrook asked to get out of OKC, nobody said nothing when he wanted to go play with a super team. When James Harden wanted to go play with a super team. When Giannis just said, if y'all don't help us get help, I'm going to think about leaving, nobody says nothing. LeBron James has played with more All-Stars than any other player in history. Nobody says nothing. Larry Bird, whole starting five is in the Hall of Fame. Nobody cares. Magic Johnson could play with multiple MVPs and a number one draft pick and James Worthy, and nobody cares. It's only Kevin Durant that y'all care about for playing with Steph. And which makes me, is just such craziness that we give guys credit who was number two on a team, but you champion them. Kobe Bryant, to be a prime example. Kobe Bryant was the second best player on his team for half of his career. But y'all praise him, and it's only because he's dead now. Y'all praise him. But Kevin Durant going to Golden, so Kobe Bryant get to play with Shaq, but Kevin Durant can't play with Steph? Make it make sense. Is Steph Curry as dominant as Shaquille O'Neal was? Kobe didn't win an MVP without Shaquille O'Neal. I mean, Kobe won an MVP eventually, but KD won the MVP before he even got there. Russell Westbrook and everybody else can go play with these super teams. And all a super team is two other All-Stars. But with Kevin Durant, it gets signaled out. And then you guys out here that's supposed to be so pro-black, I'm talking about, well, the players put that together. And who walks into the NBA and wants to play on a bad team? Name me the one guy who took his whole team to the finals by himself. Because I don't know one. The closest thing you could say is Dirk Nowitzki, and let's be real. If LeBron don't choke and average 17 points, they don't even win that. That was a fluke. That wasn't nothing that was going. They couldn't beat the Heat the year after that. That's why they didn't make it. Oh, but only Kevin Durant receives the hate. And that's the stuff that just, it amazes me because everybody else in the NBA is trying to get themselves to a team with multiple All-Stars. Kevin Durant do it, y'all just signal him out. The hypocrisy. But call LeBron King James when he's played with more All-Stars than anybody in NBA history. He has made more trades on his team than anybody in NBA history. Well, the organization put it together. And the organization to get rid of you just as fast, but y'all never come to the player's defense when the organization, DeMar DeRozan, promises you that they're not going to trade you and then trade you. Blake Griffin, when the organization signs you, promise you that you're going to stay here and then trade you. Nobody says nothing then. Y'all live in a slave mindset. Ain't nobody coming there to see the GM or the owner. Y'all mad at players for taking their destiny into their own hand, but you at your own job asks for raises, and if you don't get it, what you do, start job hunting and look for a better opportunity? But these guys are not supposed to do that in their profession. Y'all are insane. Name me one title contender right now in the NBA that don't got multiple All-Stars on the team. You can't, because you can't win in the NBA like that. You can't win in the NBA with not having multiple All-Stars. But y'all single out Kevin Durant. You got guys like Ticket TV out here, LDVC dudes out here, clowns. Talk about KD losing, but not talking about the Bucks coming off to a slow start too. But you know what they'll say? He ain't had Damian Lillard. Kevin Durant been playing with one or the other or neither for the whole season so far. He's not even playing with the team he's promised. He's the oldest on the team and actually healthy, been ready to go. And I think he might be leading the NBA in scoring, if I'm not mistaken right now. But then when you root for a team that don't got no players like the Magics or the Trailblazers or Charlotte, those fan bases are screaming to come get these guys some help. Do you want the help? Is it okay to get help or is not? Is it okay to get help or is not? Nobody is clowning Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard wanted to go to the team that lost in the finals. They've been in the finals twice. But you know what everybody said? Nah, Dame deserved to get out of Portland. He gave Portland his all. But not that OKC failed Kevin Durant by not re-signing James Harden when they had the chance. That's the main reason why he left. But y'all not going to bring that up. Y'all not going to bring up that Kevin Durant stayed at OKC just as long as maybe a year off, just as long as Damian Lillard stayed in Portland. So it's okay for Dame to go to the team that just lost in the finals, but Kevin Durant can't go to the team that lost in the finals. I'm going to tell y'all what it is. It's the Steph Curry hate and it's the Kevin Durant hate. It's because he went with Steph. If Kevin Durant would have played with anybody else, nobody would say nothing. But then y'all will be the same people that are trying to downplay Steph and say that Steph is not clutch. Steph is a front runner. Steph is this. Klay Thompson ain't been right in years. Klay Thompson, to be honest, wasn't even right when Kevin Durant was there still. But these are the narratives y'all run with. Y'all say, KD, you got Ticket TV and these dudes out here, clowns, cold-hearted clowns. These dudes out here talk about KD went to the Warriors, KD a choke artist, KD took the easy way out, and say because he played with Steph, Klay, and Draymond, but then to tell you that Draymond is a bum and not a Hall of Famer. So Draymond don't matter then, obviously. And then criticize Draymond for getting rid of KD. So y'all wanted him on the team now? So now it's okay that he's on the team. Why? Because y'all didn't like what Draymond did, so he should have stayed there. You got to make your mind up. If it's okay for every other player in the NBA to sit up there and play with multiple All-Stars, it's okay for Kevin Durant. The problem is y'all realize how great he is. So when Kevin Durant does it, it looks like when Kevin Durant does it, y'all know how serious you will have to take that. That's the difference. When Kevin Durant does that, y'all realize how serious you have to take it. So y'all hating on him because you fear him. You're hating on him because you really respect him. Because you got these clowns out here in the LDBC, clowns out here that root for the Lakers, right? Root for the Bucks. I guarantee you, if they traded Anthony Davis for Kevin Durant right now, the whole Laker fan base would be cheering. KD won't be a snake then. It's funny. KD's only a snake because he's not playing for your team. You can't say somebody soft, somebody this, somebody that, but you would take them on your team tomorrow. Now, anybody listening to this, your favorite team, whatever city you from, I promise you, if you heard Kevin Durant was on your team, you'll be jumping for joy. The same people that bite his back out. You can't win for losing. Oh, the organizations put it together. Y'all should just let the organization of DeMar DeRozan you and Blake Griffin you and Russell Westbrook you at any drop of a dime at their discretion. Y'all want people to show loyalty to people that don't show loyalty to them. Tell me how that make any logical sense. Get that hate out your heart. Y'all worried about other men so bad in a competitive sport that's a team sport. Just because I'm good, that mean I gotta play with bums? That don't make sense. But then y'all champion Kobe. Champion Kobe. Kobe was the #2 guy. Kobe was Klay Thompson most of his career. But it's okay that he get to play with the most dominant player ever, though. That's perfectly fine. Never won an MVP while he was playing with Shaq. Never won a finals MVP while he was playing with Shaq. But he wasn't stacking the deck, though, right? Y'all are clowns. Serious clowns. It's okay for everybody else to go bounce around, play on this team. It's okay for Paul George to tell Indiana he gonna stay and dip out. Paul George did that twice. Nobody says nothing. You know why? Because you don't think he's as good as Kevin Durant. So you can't hate on the man, but then admit, well, I only don't like it because he's that good. Who cares what you like? It's his career. Nobody, I played basketball my whole life. Nobody wants to play with bums. And then it'll be the same people that say the Sixers organization failed Allen Iverson because they ain't giving more help. Y'all got to make your mind up out here in this world. Y'all used to love KD. Now you don't love him. You see the hypocrisy? I don't do that with people. I liked them before, but now I don't like them now. You have it just don't make sense. It don't make sense. Klay Thompson ain't the same. Draymond Green ain't a Hall of Famer. So you mean he really was just playing with Steph, but you don't like that. So he can't play with another guy that's good, another MVP? Well, why could Kobe do it? Oh, well, he got drafted there and he got drafted there. And Kawhi Leonard got drafted by the Spurs, but won a championship in Toronto, but y'all love that championship, so that clearly doesn't matter that he got traded to another team. Nobody was clowning Russell Westbrook when he wanted to leave OKC after saying he was going to stay. You know what y'all did later on? Once Russ wasn't playing, when he was averaging all them turnovers and all that, you know what y'all started saying? Oh, we see why KD left now. We see why KD left now. Same guys that sit up there and talk about Russell Westbrook is not a winning player. So KD was supposed to think he could win with him, bro, right? Same guys had no problem with Russell Westbrook coming to the Lakers, but as soon as he wasn't playing the ball, style of ball y'all wanted, get him out of here. So LeBron James could play with at the time, the most dominant big man or one of the top 2 or 3 big men in the league, and Anthony Davis, that's okay, though. Can trade his whole team, the whole 9, that's okay, though. Ask for Russell Westbrook to come, then act like he don't know he's getting traded. Russell Westbrook was only on the Lakers because LeBron asked for him. But that's perfectly fine. Everybody forget Kobe Bryant threatening to leave the Lakers until you go get me help. But Kevin Durant can't make that request. Not on OKC for not re-signing James Harden to keep the man there. No. That ain't got nothing to do with it. Y'all praise his name. For what? Because he went to go play with Giannis now? Last time I checked, Damian Lillard did the same thing that Steph and them did. I mean, that KD did. Because Giannis already had a championship, same way that Golden State had a championship, and then he didn't have one, and he went over there. Dame wanted to play with the team that lost in the finals, too. Same exact thing. Y'all are clowns. You got these dudes out here that make a video every time the Suns go on Ticket TV channel. Ticket TV has never made a video after the Suns win. He'll only make a video after they lose. Clown. But he's 6'10", y'all. And people that don't know this about Ticket TV is 6'10", y'all. Never made it in the NBA. I have 1,000 excuses about why he didn't do it. But then to talk about Kevin Durant, oh, I was injured. Kevin Durant snapped his Achilles and still playing in the NBA. You just wasn't good enough. And you 6'10" out here talking about what another man did that you could never accomplish. You just out here 6'10". But KD is a disgrace. KD is a bum. How can somebody be a bum when you're a professional basketball player yourself? You just can't play it at the highest level. You don't have to be honest. If I was him, I wouldn't be talking about nobody in the NBA. Because you could be in the NBA, but you're not good enough. You're not better than Channing Frye. These dudes are such hypocrites, y'all. Such hypocrites that it burns my soul. So you got to ask yourself, is it okay to play with other superstars or not? Because if it's not okay, then we got to hold every single player accountable that plays with other superstars, that has asked for a trade, that has left a team in free agency. I just want to know, what's good for the goose got to be good for the gander. You can't be a hypocrite. You cannot be a hypocrite. Nobody judged Joel Embiid when he had Jimmy Butler, Ben Simmons, blah, blah, blah. Nobody cared. The same people that want the Miami Heat to add another superstar. And it still downplay Jimmy Butler. But that's what y'all wanted KD to do. But then say Jimmy Butler need to get more help. What I come to realize when it comes to Kevin Durant, y'all respect his game so much and fear him so much that he can't do it. It's just him. By definition, you are giving that man credit. Kevin Durant, the only player to ever walk through, and if championships don't count. But Larry Bird could play with a whole starting five that's in the Hall of Fame, and they count just as much. Magic Johnson could play with the former MVP of the league, a guy who won the championship already, got the #1 pick in James Worthy. That's all fine. And Klay Thompson dad was the #1 pick for people who don't know that. He could play with all of them. That's AC Green and all these dudes. He could play with all of them. But Kevin Durant can't. No NBA player wants to play without talent. And to sit up there and ask KD to play without talent, well, how y'all going to choose how much help he needs? Who says, nah, our team good, but I don't want to, man, y'all go ahead. And that's the other part y'all left out. Those other players I'm talking about, they asked to leave. Kevin Durant was in a free agent. Kobe Bryant was threatening to leave while under contract. Giannis Antetokounmpo was threatening to leave while under contract. Kevin Durant didn't do that. He was an actual free agent. The Golden State Warriors wanted him just this bad. He wasn't even thinking about them. Y'all don't know what KD would have did if Golden State never get on that plane and say they want him. So I need to know, what's good for the goose, is it good for the gander? Get that hate out your heart. Get that hate out your heart. Because it's not going to get you nowhere. Kevin Durant going to still be Kevin Durant. Going to go down as one of the top 5 scorers of all time. Going to go down as a Hall of Famer, blah, blah, blah. And then had the nerve to say, well, his legacy is not going to be the same because he played with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. But LeBron James could play with Russell Westbrook and Anthony Davis. Since when has Klay Thompson been better than Russell Westbrook? Since when has Klay Thompson been better than D Wade? Anthony Davis, do y'all remember Chris Bosh's stats before he got to Miami? He was better than Anthony Davis and definitely more reliable. That's fine, though. The Clippers got 4 Hall of Famers on their team right now and can't win a game. That's fine. Damian Lillard can ask for a trade, stay in Portland the same amount of time Durant stayed at OKC, can go ask to say, I'm not going nowhere unless you trade me to the team that just lost in the finals. Y'all, Golden State just lose in the finals too? Didn't they have a ring already? Don't Milwaukee have a ring already without him? Perfectly fine. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Chris Porzingis, Drew Holiday, they can all be on the same team. I didn't hear none of y'all criticize Jason Tatum yet. Jaylen Brown yet. But Kevin Durant get criticized because he played with Bill and Booker. Who should he want to play with? Cameron Payne? Who should he want to play with when the rest of the NBA are trying to have a bunch of guys on their team? Denver got Jokic, Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon, and Michael Porter Jr. That's perfectly fine. And then the B,